Hey, what's up, Reefers? Today is actually the second day of Reefa-Palooza. I got here yesterday, but yesterday I did not do any filming. Figured I'll just kind of walk around, meet the people, check out all the vendors. Just be a hobbyist, be a straight up hobbyist without having to worry about filming. Today, I'm gonna bring you guys with me, take you guys to see some of the awesome corals I saw, some of the nice new equipment, and also meet some of the people that I met yesterday. Let's go check it out. Guys, check this out. Sunburst. Super nice. Asian nutties. Got some fire right here. I think the real showstopper is actually this torch right there. Buying this tank?
I wish.
Sneak up on you.
I'm saving it for you to buy it.
Oh, here we got the awesome, always super knowledgeable Mr. Travis, Fish of Hex. Woo!
What's
Mr. Scott right here, reefing with Roscoe's Reef of Scott.
That's right.
How's it going?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, Dave, I didn't even... Dude,
Dave got the Twitter hook up.
good to see you.
I'm watching you.
And here we got Dave right here.
How's it going? Neptune, we got just one question for you. When is the Trident coming out?
We will have it in users' hands this year. Our insiders are going to be having it probably in a couple of months. They're going to have it, and then the general public will have it this year in a somewhat of a limited quantity, I'm sure. I'm sure not everybody's going to get one like they'd want. We got incredible response on it, and we can't wait to get it out there for all you guys.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much.
Not a problem, man.
So Frank here, no longer sells coral.
Hi guys.
Transitioning to selling rocks.
Not the case, but it is what it is right now.
These are nice rocks.
Very
really nice. But there are some really nice deals here at Midwest Aquaculture as well. Slap on the orange filter, check it out.
It's at up to 47.
Some of the examples include, for example, that huge elegance in the back is for $160.
One per tank.
We are absolutely fish. Looking at something that's absolutely awesome. You guys ready for this? Dudes, we got a Imperial AT-AT, basically got mold and got some corals to grow onto it. We've seen different versions of this. For example, a lot of people do the skull. Last year, I believe somebody did the Naked Lady. But this is cool. And what's even better, we got a Millennium Falcon right next door for $350. And going with the theme of like different things you can buy that's kind of like already grown on, they got a reef ball for $450, which is kind of interesting. If you have a cube tank, this will probably make for a nice centerpiece once it's more grown in. A lot of you guys contact me about the Castle AP700 versus Radion. That is a hot topic. It is a beautiful light. However, today I want to talk a little bit more about the Refugium light. The new H160 right here. And we got Sabrina here to tell us a little bit more about this Refugium light.
This is our newest product that we have in the market for the Refugium lights. It's like the bigger brother of the H80, but it's the younger brother of the H380. This is going to provide you with 40 watts of power. It still has the same features as the H80 where you have the knob for the intensity. So here you can decrease it, you can increase it, and then it has all 4 color channels. So we have the red, the magenta, the purple, and then the blue.
Oh, it actually go for, okay.
Yes.
All right, I didn't even realize that. That is cool.
And then the other feature that the H80 also has that now the H160 has are the ports. So this is going to be completely compatible with our spectral controller. So you can increase the intensity, you can change the color, you can put put it on a timer, and you can also sync it with your A360 and 160 and A80 models.
Really cool. So how much it is selling for
Right now in the US market, this retails for $239.
239. Okay. And I understand that it's not out internationally yet, right?
It's not out internationally yet, but we're expecting it to hit the international market in winter this year.
Winter this year. All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Want this fish?
What did you win?
Chin tag.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
TSM corals, everybody.
TSM coral. Is it your birthday today?
It's the dress.
What are you filming here? What's going on?
Hey man, how are you? Well, this is from Lab's booth, along with PMICs. The owner, Nuri, along with the Dr. Matt Ringrich, has come up with this company last year at Magna. Captive breed, you know, it's the future, I believe, because less we take out in the open is better. A lot of times, a lot of companies have hard time bringing out one species at a time. This guy brought over 10
Wow.
at one time. It was phenomenal. As soon as they passed their larval stage, they do something with their spine, so that it's like when they put in the UV light, they could tell that fish is there.
Oh, they microchip them.
Yep, it's like a microchip, but it's not.
Okay.
Because they don't actually put a chip on it, but they modify the fins.
Oh, okay.
So that you know when they put a UV light or like a black light or something like that,
Yeah.
you can kind of see it.
That's interesting. That's
It's
really
crazy.
interesting. That's really interesting.
Because they give like I think they give like a 2-month guarantee. That's like almost unheard of in any industry.
I think one question on everybody's mind is like, how much would it cost? I know Captain Brad, they have this effort. It's reasonable that's more expensive.
Yeah,
How
you
much
know,
are we
like,
talking about?
He's the owner, co-owner of Lab. How much do you guys sell the Singapore Rangers? $89.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is really
So
good.
I mean, you know, it's a little bit more than the regular retail, but I mean, it's for the you're supporting an amazing.
Exactly. I was expecting like 300-400.
Oh no.
Here we see Mr. Jake Adam League Builder going all lightweight, using cell phone now instead of a camera. Wait a minute, you went lightweight. What happened?
We got the inception going on here.
I know. You caught me.
Are you live or are you recording?
No, I'm just recording. Oh, you're live right now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go on.
No, you're good.
No, go on, please. All right, guys. The sunburst is nice, but there's just something about red carpet anatomy. Dude, it's just amazing. I wish one day I could do a species-only tank, just like this. One nice carpet, maybe two. Maybe we add like a blue, and maybe three, maybe a green one as well. And we got a harem of clowns like this. That's just something about it. Would you guys rather have carpet anemone or a sunburst kind of bubble anemone? What do you guys think? Leave a comment below and let me know. Alright, so really interesting project I ran into today is actually the Ocean's Reef project. They have a booth here at Reef-a-Palooza, and here we got James.
Hi, how you doing? We appreciate you taking the time to come by our booth and ask about what we're doing. We are a nonprofit, and what we're doing is we are creating a coral bank here in the United States. Basically, we're building a doomsday vault for corals, and what we want to do is we believe that the corals and the reefs are dying, and we want to create a safe haven so that no matter what happens out in the wild, there's always a species left. We want to preserve the species for everybody.
Now, how can people support you guys?
Biggest thing you can do is like us and love us on Facebook, facebook.com/Save the Reefs. If you want to give us a call and check out what we're doing, you can call us at 803-646-4126, or we are oceansreefsproject.org.
Okay, one quick question.
Sure.
I noticed that you guys have a booth here and you guys are selling coral.
Yes.
Is this to fund the project?
It is. This is a fundraiser, so we're relatively new. This idea was a dream on paper 7 months ago. So whatever your dream, whatever your vision is, follow it with all your passion. We have a 10,000 square foot facility in Aiken, South Carolina. We are in a heavy remodeling stage, and all the proceeds that we make here today will go to help, creating that for, to share with the world.
So this this is happening. This is not just a pipe dream. This is where people can actually make a difference.
Right now. We are working day in and day out. We hoping to open up the first phase by the fall of this year. But we're just excited. We feel like that now is the time, and if we can bring everybody together, if we can tap into, our thing is we want to give a purpose to the passion of all the reefers out there. And so if we can connect with you guys, if y'all can help support us, we can support the hobby and make sure there's something left for generations to come.
So another really cool thing is the walking dendros. I've heard of these, but I know nothing about it. And what's your name?
I'm Jack Osborne. I'm with the Ocean's Reef Project.
All right, he's going to tell us a little
bit about the walking dendros. So the walking dendros come from Western Australia, and if you look at the walking dendros, you can look in the sand bed. You see in the sand bed, there's some trails going on.
Oh, this one's moving.
Yeah, that's why they call them walking dendros.
What is going on?
So the walking dendros, you see this one right here has moving real slow. Sometimes they move slow, sometimes they move real fast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick this one up. It says, okay, I've eaten here for a little while. I've depleted that sand bed. And it's kind of like I've been eating at Burger King for a little while, and it gets tired of eating at Burger King and says, well, I want pizza. So it goes over to Pizza Hut.
Yeah, that one's moving.
And that's moving fast. So it goes, eats at Pizza Hut, and then it says, okay, I've eaten at Pizza Hut for a while. Now I want to go eat at Outback or something like that. And try to see if we can see the worm. See the worm
there it is. Yeah, that's a little
guy.
So
that's called the peanut worm.
Okay.
So the peanut worm goes where it wants. And because there's a symbiotic relationship between the dendro and the peanut worm is going to drag the dendro where it wants to go.
Really interesting.
So it has taken up post inside the dendro.
And here's the talk of the show. Really nice OG bounds. If I remember right, I think it's 4K. And right next to it, we got some other bounds as well. Beautiful, beautiful.
That is the Reefer-Palooza 2.0. And this is a slow start.
Check that out.
We like the big roll behind cooler kind of thing.
Hey, that's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's a 900, right? 999?
Huh?
How much is that one?
2,200.
2,200, okay.
It's got 5 babies.
Oh, that's why. Oh, I didn't see that. We got a really cool booth right here.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
These are nice. And there's the artist herself. So we're at Reef Nutrition, and as you guys know, I have been feeding my tank with a lot of Reef Nutrition products. I love it, absolutely loved it. I won them in a raffle. I'm glad I did because my corals are doing so fantastic. And right here we got Mr. Chad to kind of tell us a little bit about 2 products I'm especially interested in today.
This was our flagship product, Phyto Feast. We are a 1 million gallon phytoplankton farm. We grow a wide variety of phytoplankton species that are used in aquaculture and the hobby. And so this product contains 6 different species of phytoplankton. Very good for non-photosynthetic corals, bivalves, scallops, tunicates, feather dusters, filter feeding organisms that benefit from phytoplankton in a small particulate feed. The variety is key. That's why we put multiple species in each pod. So this is our newest product. These are Apex pods, Apocyclops panamensis. It's a cyclopod copepod that we've been working on for 3 years. It doesn't need to be fed live algae. It's a copepod that's being used in aquaculture, and now we're making it available to the hobby for seeding refugium, feeding fish, increasing biodiversity in the aquarium.
Now, how does this differentiate with the trigger pods?
So the Tigger pods and Apex pods differ by size. These guys are about 1/3 of the size of the Tigriopus californicus Tigger pod. They also have a different nutritional profile, and so they are different in size, nutritional profile, but they're very good for increasing biodiversity when used together.
Gotcha. Thank you so much, Chad. I know you got a long day. Really interesting damselfish. Look at this. Almost like a full stripe, except you got more stripes. And a lot more expensive. Really cool looking regardless. Here we have Fuval, the really popular 13 gallon. At one point I almost got one of these. This is still one of my favorite tank to go with Peninsula style. One is something a little bit smaller, desktop size, 13-gallon tank. I think a lot of you guys have this and familiar. This is their bigger cousin. I think it's like 15 or 16 gallon. Quite a bit larger. And they do have different light in the hood right now. That one is salt water for soft corals. This one's for Planet Tank. But beautiful, beautiful tank. All right, so we're at MU right now. They got a host of different really interesting products. It seems to be hitting different sectors, right? But one thing that really caught my attention, this display right here. There are a lot of coral food out on the market right now, but hey, you know, more choices is better. Because I'm not an expert on it, we're gonna turn to Mark. Can you tell us a little bit about...
Real quick, ME Coral just wants to share with you what makes our coral food different. If you take a look at all these mysis shrimp, all these red shrimps, and all of these shrimp that I personally will grind up to a powder and then mix with the copods, the daphnias, the rotifers, then we'll add some aminos, which gives them a coral pop. They'll get polyp extension so they can grab the food quickly with the spirulina.
Really cool.
No preservatives and no fillers. Check ingredients when you buy products.
Okay, questions. So you mentioned that you personally grind them up. You're serious? These are all handmade and you bottle them.
I buy all of these, okay. I grind every one of the products up, I blend them together, add our amino acids to it, and we bottle this here.
Awesome.
This is not bottled overseas and shipped in. It's bottled by us.
Wow. Okay, another question, because you mentioned no preservative. What is the shelf life on a bottle?
The shelf life like this, because it's freeze-dried food, is so long as it stays dry, it's good for a couple of years.
Nice, really cool, really cool. And I also noticed this right here, coral gel. I have actually been using this. Really love it.
I'm glad you mentioned the coral gel. A lot of people are using it. It's probably one of the thicker gels that are on the market, and it's water activated. So when you put it in the water, it dries significantly quicker.
Awesome.
And everybody's loving it. Everybody should give it a try.
All right, guys. So there are a lot of controllers coming onto the market, and eCoral is the new kid on the block. As some of you guys who have been following me on Instagram, you know that I've been testing out one of the eCoral units, and I've been trying to share my experience. It's hard for me to make a comparison simply because I have only used eCoral as a controller. So for that, I kind of want to talk to one of their rep to kind of let you guys know what differentiate them from other controllers out on the market. This guy right here bought this tank for 500 bucks.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's right.
All right, well, we're gonna borrow this tank as a prop right now at eCoral. I was finally able to catch up with Eric from eCoral. They have been pretty busy the entire trade show. So Eric's gonna tell us a little bit about their special controller, how they differentiate themselves from other controller out on the market. So Eric?
Okay, so I think the biggest difference is our UI UX is pretty easy to use. It's really user-friendly. You know, everything on there is pick and choose, right? So, you know, you can't really mess up. There's no coding with our controller, right? It's pretty idiot-proof. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest difference that I think, you know, so it sets us apart from the other controllers in the market.
So the user interface, how easy it is to get on board and stuff.
That's right, that's right.
And I noticed that you guys have a pretty special sensor right here, a level sensor. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, for sure. Well, this one is I think it's the first in the industry to utilize ultrasound. So it sits above the water surface and then it sends out a sonar signal, and then it'll tell you, where your water level is, right? And the good thing about it is because it sits above the water surface, so there's no algae buildup. Your fish or your organism inside your tank is not going to mess up the sensor. Really, so always working.
Really good point. Well, thank you so much, Eric. I know this is like a really short thing, but I know a lot of people have been doing reviews on the controller. So just do a search on YouTube and you'll find a lot more information.
Thank you.
Quick question, are you tired?
Really tired, yeah. Exhausted. I'm still jet lagged, so I woke up at 5 today because I couldn't go to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
well, now time to take a little break, so.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
CLZ, always a pleasure, always a pleasure. He's always showing up at the local swap with great stuff. But he seriously brought all the A games and all the fire to Reefa-Palooza. I think he actually sold out on a lot of stuff, and as you can see, they are already packing, getting ready to go. How long is the ride home?
2.5 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
We got the empty tank, so that makes a good day.
You sold out, I know, the first day.
Yes, Saturday.
It was first day already sold out this tank.
Yep.
That's crazy. No, you guys all sold out already, huh? I came too late. You got some great stuff.
Did you have fun?
Tiring but fun. How about you? Alright, so Top Shelf Aquatics, we got Austin, always a good time. Thank you so much for last time. How is the show going?
The show is going pretty well. We're almost cleared out. I want to get everything out as much as possible before we go.
Okay, because you're always a tip man. You got all the tips, right?
That's right.
Do you have any tips on how people can transport the frags back home safely and anything they should be aware of?
Different corals are going to behave differently. you know, if it's a 2-day show, Saturday and Sunday, and you stay till Tuesday, you probably shouldn't be buying fish, and you probably shouldn't be buying aquaculture.
Can they buy on Saturday and ask you guys to like kind of hold it until Sunday?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that works out. That works out.
Yeah,
Got
most vendors, if you pay for your stuff, you can always leave it. We have like little zoned areas in the back. We'll put stuff. We have subs so we can stash them underneath. But you know, I think a lot of customers need to take in mind, you know, if you're going to be having stuff at the hotel for a couple days, obviously like Zollas, mushrooms and stuff are going to do a lot better. But also having maybe like just a styrofoam insulation box to bring up with you, and you know, figuring out, you know, Zollas and stuff work really great, the cups and whatnot.
All right. What kind of cup is this? Specimen cups?
These are little pea cups you can get. Yeah, you can get them on Amazon. You can make an FB.
Oh, after you go to like a doctor's office, just kind of rinse it off and, you know, all right, got it. Pea cup. All right.
Pea cups work great. You know, you can just fill them up with a little water, and if you're afraid of them leaking a little bit, we usually just use little frag bags, small ones, and make sure they stay upright. Just leave them like so.
Gotcha.
A lot of other things, you can use 2 frag bags and just double bag them. When we ship corals or transport them, we don't put any air in. You don't need to do that pretty much ever.
Oh, no air in? Okay, all water.
There's a greater chance of the bag flipping over and the coral going dry than it being oxygen deprived. So, you know, 24-hour shipments, that's completely okay. But I would say the styrofoam bag, definitely planning your overall total time at the shows.
Good point. Really good point. Gotcha. All right, thank you. Have a safe trip back. Our Aquarium Care Center, follow the IG account, lots of great contents, a lot of great photos. Really cool to finally see this stuff in person and also meeting you guys in person as well. Lots of cool stuff. First coral I'm picking up the entire weekend. We got this really nice Ganipora from Aquarium Specialty from South Carolina, right? You say?
Yep.
Long way back. 12 hours?
Yep, 12 hours. Trying to get out of here.
All right. I'm sorry to keep you. Us people are packing up for Reefer-Palooza. I just have to come here and just look at this again. I'm a huge fan of red mangrove, and I simply cannot grow them. And every single time, 2 little fishies, Mr. Julian Sprung's company, they always bring a mangrove display. This time they got 2. I just really don't know what the secret is. Maybe it's because they live in Florida, but they're just so beautiful. Just look at this. I think one of these days I would love to have a mangrove lagoon tank like this. This is just something really different. It's not your standard reef tank. And for their setup, they actually have a really nice wooden base like this as well to match the look. And man, I just drooling over this tank and this mangrove. Ben, my man. Yo, booth is so busy, I have no chance. There's always people around, dude. Good stuff. Always pleasure seeing you. Nice photo, by the way, the one you're breakdancing up front.
Oh, thanks.
That's tight. All right, guys, so it's closing time at Reef-a-Palooza in New Jersey / New York. Exhausting 2 days, but I feel like this year I'm a little bit better prepared because last year I only came for 1 day, Saturday, and I tried to cram everything in. That includes like filming, buying corals, hanging out with friends, but this time I was able to kind of spread it out a little bit. The first day, basically just hang out. I met so many of you guys, hung out with so many YouTubers, and met a lot of vendors that I talked to on, say, Instagram or YouTube, and it was just a fantastic time. And day 2, Sunday today, I just kind of buckled down and got to work. Got some shots. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed my time here. It worked out a lot better this time because it was a little bit better planned out. I know which vendor I want to hit up. I just talked to people. And we got Terrence right back there. Yeah, so good time, as you can see. Lots of really nice people here. But it is time to go home. Sadly, it's time to go home. I did not have a chance to buy a lot of corals, but that is okay because I feel like I could buy corals anywhere. One thing that I could not do is actually meeting a lot of you guys and vendors and other YouTubers in person. And I think that is not something I could do easily. So I would rather do that, spend time do that than look at corals. Of course, I guess we can always go online and do it. All right, with that said, I'm gonna start heading home. I got a 4 hours drive ahead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it. I believe I had probably a lot of pain cutting it together. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And for those of you who I have met in person at Reef-a-Palooza in, where are we? Yeah, New Jersey, New York. For those of you who I've met in person, I'll talk to you guys later. I think I see Jake up ahead. Let me see if we can chase him down. Hey, catching Pokemons? Is that what you're doing? Keep your head down? Pokemons? All right, man. That is right. Wait, you're catching Pokemon? Oh, nice. Times Square. All right, so I know the Castle H180, right?
H160.
160, okay.